Have you heard of anybody killing a police officer because the police officer asked for seeing the driving license? Yes, it happened in New York. The person who killed the police officer name is Crowley. After killing the police officer, he went to his apartment and lots of police people surrounded the apartment and they were giving lots of warnings, but still he did not come out. So they started shooting him, and he also in return started shooting the police officer, and the entire New York City was witnessing this battle between Crowley and lots of police officers. And finally he was caught and he was asked, why you did this? And you know what response he gave? He really did not feel like he has done something really very wrong. And he used to feel like, is this something which I get going to jail and getting that punishment for defending myself? This is what he was feeling. Basically, he was not feeling guilty at all. There are n number of examples like this where the criminals, they did not feel like they are justified to go to jail, to go to the prison. They feel like they were defending themselves. They have a very strong logic behind the actions what they have done, even though it has caused chaos. If criminals, if they themselves killing people, they have their own justification, what do you think about people around us, about me, you? We all have our own justification for whatever we do. So we have to understand that any human being in this planet, they are never going to accept criticism. If you say you have done something wrong, you are basically criticizing them, and they are going to find a logical answer for them to justify that what they have done, it is right. So nobody is going to accept that they have done something wrong. So let's never ever use criticism as a tool to improve somebody, to change somebody, because it is going to affect their precious ego, pride, and because it is getting hurt, they are going to feel very, very angry and resentment towards you. A very famous psychologist proved with animals that an animal rewarded is going to learn much better when compared to an animal which was given lots of punishments. So, and he finally found that the same logic applies to human beings as well. Suppose your kid is there. There are two ways where you can handle the same situation. You can punish him, scold him, beat him and correct him, or you can encourage him, or you can motivate him and make him do or correct him. So which one is long lasting and good one? That is by appreciating. There was a safety coordinator for a very big engineering company, and it is his duty to make sure all his employees are wearing safety helmet. If he finds that somebody is not using safety helmet, then he used to use his authority and he used to criticize them in front of everybody. Why are you not wearing the safety hat? It is for your safety. Don't you have sense? But now what happens is, people used to wear the safety helmet, but the moment he leaves, people used to remove the safety helmet. So he was thinking, what is a better way to handle the situation so that people comply with the safety rules? Now, next time he went there, when people were not wearing the safety helmet, he asked them, is it not fitting your size? Is it difficult? It is for your safety. If something happens, then you will get insurance. So it is really better if you wear. So he was not criticizing, he was trying to encourage them and motivate them, because of which more people complied with the safety rules. We all know who is Abraham Lincoln. He is called the world's best ruler the world has ever seen. Now, when he was young, he used to criticize people. He used to write criticizing letters publicly. One day, he did the same thing with a politician. And the politician got so angry and he called Abraham Lincoln for a fight in front of everybody. Abraham Lincoln really don't want to fight, but it is an insult, right? he's called, do you have guts? Come and fight with me in front of everybody. So he was getting ready for the fight, and luckily the fight was stopped. And this incident created an invaluable lesson for Abraham Lincoln. Now, from that moment onwards, he stopped criticizing people. 1863, Battle of Gettysburg. Abraham Lincoln ordered his commander Meade to capture Lee's army. But Meade did not hear to what Abraham Lincoln has ordered, and just because of this mistake, Lee's army escaped. Now, can you imagine how much angry Abraham Lincoln should be? But just because he had a very, very invaluable lesson that criticism is not really going to help, he did not speak anything to me about this incident, because he knew that if he had spoken or if he had vented out his anger or criticism, that Meade, why you didn't do that? You could have captured them. Don't you have sense? If he has used these kind of words, then obviously the job of the commander Meade is going to be affected in the future, because he is going to have that resentment in his mind. Because as we have seen initially of this video, that nobody is going to accept that they have done something wrong. Meade is definitely going to have his own justification. So why ask? And why to put him in a justification mode where he gets angry on Abraham Lincoln? So can you see, great ruler of the world, he himself not used criticism to motivate or change people. So do you want to change somebody? Then change yourself, because it is more profitable when compared to changing others. We have to understand we are all human beings. We are motivated by logic with emotion. We have our own logics, so we cannot justify what he has done is right or wrong, because he is motivated and he is having his own logic, because that logic is motivated by his emotions backed up with his own pride and ego. So human beings are creatures of emotions and not pure logic. Benjamin Franklin, American ambassador to France, he was asked, what is the reason for your success? And he has said, I never talk ill of anybody, and I always talk good of somebody, whatever I know. So never criticize anybody to improve them or change them. Always use motivation. Always use encouragement to make people do what you want to do. So with this, I'm ending this video, and if you feel this video is useful, let me know in the comment box. I'll be very happy. And as always, I love to share. Sharing is caring. Bye.